Those are all international brokers, and they know about MIV Protect. Agency is a second channel that is very strong, but they are not focusing on MIV Protect because agency normally focusing on consumer products and not commercial. Direct is not a very strong channel, so broker is the major channel. So when you build your marketing plan, or your communication, this is the one. And also, when we go to direct to clients, what do we say? Okay. One of the challenges that I have shared with Melvin is brokers is still a challenge for us because even though they know about these products, but it's a long-term strategy, right? Because as I say, the mentality of Vietnamese export. Do you have a question? Yes.
So for AIG, for the MIV Protect, does AIG protect consumer line or commercial? Protect consumer individual or the business?
AIG Vietnam will provide both consumer and commercial line products. But for MIV Protect, is more to the corporation, to the company. Yeah. So, okay. And broker right now are still, because MIV Protect is something that we need to invest for the long term, right? Because the mindset of Vietnamese exporters is still very far away. So we still have to talk again and again. So brokers are shy away from that. Broker a very short-term strategy, right? It's low-hanging fruit like property insurance or third-party liability insurance only in Vietnam. So we are still have to tackle this every day. But when you build your marketing communication, this is going to be, the main channel that we're going to talk to, and also what are we going to talk to when we have a chance to stand in front of the clients. About AIG. AIG we established in 1919. AIG is the leading insurance organization that operates in more than 130 countries. Right now, we are proud to say that we insure 90% of Fortune 500 in the U.S. And our revenue is $64 billion. And this is the very big number. We pay $100 million every day for claims worldwide. Okay. And what happened in Nepal, if you recall, AIG Vietnam has 5 clients that bought travel insurance with us. We had a helicopter flew to Nepal to rescue them. And not only we rescue 5 of AIG clients, but we also rescue non-AIG clients. Right. So this is more than stories is much bigger than words, right? Because when we talk about claims, but this is one of the many events that AIG is there for our customers. Okay, at AIG Vietnam, we have more than 170 employees in 3 offices, 2 in Ho Chi Minh and 1 in Hanoi. What's going to happen with the winning prize? So, top 3 teams will give a presentation to AIG Vietnam office at our home office and in front of our executive committee because we want to hear your recommendation. And we also going to arrange either lunch or dinner with our CEO of AIG Vietnam. So we have 2 classes going on for MIV Protect. So you will be joining the other winning team too to meet with our CEO. Okay? Any questions? Before we go into this objective. Online marketing. Why do you think online marketing is the most effective way for us?
Nah, it's not just the most effective. It's just,
from generating leads to buying policy. And right now, like I said, because MIV Protect is the customer don't understand the concept yet, right? So we still need time to raise the awareness. MIV Protect is not like health products. When people already understand the needs of health insurance, and they just go online and they search for the best benefits and the best price and they buy. MIV Protect is a different animal. They don't even know yet. So how can we bring that awareness to them? So that's why we choose the traditional like seminar, workshop where we can talk one-on-one with you so that you can grab the concept from. Yeah. That's right. That is the budget that you guys are building on. Yes, I will send it to Melvin, and Melvin will send it to all of you. Okay? You have this paper, right? Okay, so let's, we want to go through real quick. I know that you have your course objectives, right? You have to do. And I'm sure that you have to interview some of the clients to get to know, what is the concern in those industries before you build your plan. So AIG also have a couple of the objectives in addition to yours, so that while you are discussing or interviewing the customer, you keep this in mind. Page 2. Okay. Project objective. What are the pain points of the exporters during the exporting journey? What we want to understand is for each target segment, right, which exposure keep them up at night? We talk about 4 different exposure during the exporting journey, but which one is really concerning them? We want to know that, right? Number 2, after you telling them about this MIV Protect, what do they think? What is their thoughts around this MIV Protect? Right? We want to hear from the customers. Number 3, understand AIG value proposition. Right? When we talk about AIG proposition, we talk about 3 things, right? It's our global claims network, it's our one-stop shop, it's our loss prevention consultancy service. So keeping that in mind when we market this product, those are what AIG believes is our value proposition. But is that what it is that the customer thinks? So you can interview the customer and ask them about their good and bad experience with insurance company, right? We believe that when you talk to customers, their concern is always, when they buy, they always think about price. But when they get into a bad experience or claims experience, they will think twice about going for price. So we still believe that claims have to be the #1 value proposition, especially for the US and EU markets. So keep that in mind when you interview the customers. Number 4, which communication medium do the decision makers use most frequently, right? So we want to know if with this limited budget that we have, which channel is the most way to reach to the CEO of companies in those target segments, right? Is it Cầu Đầu Tư? Is it Vietnam economic, Saigon economic, Times, whatever that is, you need to identify that with your customers. Okay, on page 3, interview profile. We strongly suggest that when you interview clients, it has to be at C-level and above C-level. So you should talk to CEO, CFO, COO, because only them can understand. Because we have experience of discussing this solution or this, emergent risk solution to, let's say, the HR manager, who are normally is the one that arranging insurance, it's very difficult for them to grab the concept and then convey that message to the CEO. So when you interview, and if you want to find out the true answer, you need to discuss with the CEO level. Okay? And for resource and additional information, number 3, under the guidance, we put some website for you if you want to know more about insurance terms. And last page, we want to share with you that we have 3 AIG champions to look after you, to answer any questions that you have. So for 3 industry, garment, textile, and footwear, Ms. Thảo Dao right there will look after you, right? So you have the team leader, and you feed all the questions to your team leader will ask Ms. Thảo Dao. For furniture and handicraft, you have Ms. Bình An. Ms. Bình An is not here today, but you can email her, right? And for seafood, you have Ms. Tu Chan. She's the expert in seafood, that she can answer any questions that you have. Okay. And last but not least, we will also send you the reporting template. When you interview your customers, please help us capture those raw data into that format. And because that will help you analyzing the customer insight before you work on your key messaging. It's also for AIG team to look at that, review that after you finish your presentation and recommendation. So that is the